Hi there, friends. Welcome to this power flow. For this class, grab blocks if you use them, and we will get started down in a child's pose. As always, your body, your practice. Please take any modifications, skip anything, you do you for this class. Let's begin just by bringing our knees wide, big toes touch. Press those hips back towards the heels, reach your arms out in front with your palms facing down, and rest your forehead down on the mat. Start here with some deep breaths in and out, filling your lungs in all directions. And take a pause here to set an intention for your practice. Perhaps that can translate into your day or your week. My favorite are the I am statements. Just any word that pops into your mind. I am focused, I'm determined. I am capable, I am strong, whatever calls to you. Say that here to yourself now. Take one more deep breath in and out. Next, inhale, press down through the palms. You can lift your head slightly. Take that right arm and thread it underneath the left with your right palm facing up. You can place your right temple down on the mat. Little thread the needle here in our child's pose. Couple breaths here. And then press down through that left hand. Let's lift back up. Right arm reaches forward. Left arm threads through. You can come onto that left temple. Big breath in. Big breath out. Press down through the right hand. Let's lift back up to center, and we'll come up onto hands and knees into a tabletop. So bring your knees underneath your hips, wrists underneath your shoulders, and start here with some cat-cow movements. On an inhale, drop your belly, lift up your sit bones, reach your sternum forward. And then on your exhale, press down into the mat, tuck your pelvis, separate your shoulder blades, tuck your chin. Then on your own breath, move through these, inhaling and exhaling, through your cow and through your cat, and then add in any sort of extra movement that would feel good. So perhaps taking it a little bit more laterally, like squeezing hip towards shoulder, getting a nice side stretch. And then pausing anywhere that you might feel like tension or tightness. I know for me personally, like between my shoulder blades is the spot. So a little extra time in my cat. I call these like rolling cat-cows because you're just kind of rolling where it feels good and stopping. Let's just take one more breath. Come back to center, walk your hands forward slightly, curl your toes underneath, lift your hips up, take your first down dog. Any little wiggles here that would feel good walking out. Through the heels, keep pressing down through your palms. Have a bent knee and lifted heels if that feels good. Next, inhale, let's lift up through the right leg, bend the knee, take 2 hip circles each direction. Draw big, giant circles with that knee. And then let's exhale, bring the knee in towards the nose, plant that right foot between your hands, come down onto the left knee, and we'll take an Anjaneyasana. So let's start with the hips forward, arms reaching up overhead. And then we'll pull it back slightly to more of like a 90-90 lunge. And then come back forward for Anjaney. So each time you come forward for Anjaney, let's drop the elbows, open the chest a little bit. And then each time you come to that 90-90 lunge, just reach the arms back up overhead. Do a few pulses here, back and forth on your own breath. Feeling that opening here through the front of the left hip. You can squeeze that left glute to help open. Opening through the chest as well. Next time you come back for that Anjaneyasana, let's reach the arms up overhead, curl your back toes underneath, see if you can lift that back knee off of the mat and come into a high crescent lunge. Take a breath here. Next, exhale, bring your right hand to your right hip, reach the left arm over towards the right and then back slightly, a little bit more intense stretch going up the front left side of the body. We'll inhale it back to center in our crescent lunge. Bring your hands to your heart. Shift your weight forward towards that right foot. Step the left foot forward to meet the right. We have our knees bent. We're in a chair. Fun little pulsing here. Let's do 5 pulses in our chair. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. As you stand up, root down through the right foot. Lift the left leg up into your stork. So 90-90 here. We'll open that left leg out to the side and we'll step into a goddess facing the side of our mat. So toes are pointing out slightly. 5 pulses here. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. We'll turn to face the back of the mat. You'll come onto the right toes, step down into that left foot, stork on the left. So we're pulling that right knee in towards the chest. If you need little hops to get there, it's all good. Place that right foot down, 5 pulses in chair here. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. You guessed it. Come right back up into stork. Left foot down, right knee lifts up. Open that right leg out to the side. Let's step back into goddess. 5 pulses. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Turn to face the front. Ground down through the right foot. Pull that left knee in towards the chest. Stork. Left foot comes down. Let's do that whole flow again. So 5 pulses in chair. 4, 3, 2, 1. Right foot stays down. Left leg lifts up. Open it to the side. 5 pulses in goddess. Remember to breathe. Come onto the right toes. Face the back of the mat. Now we're doing stork on the left. Really press down through that left foot. Pull the right knee in. Place it down. 5 pulses in chair. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Come right back up into that stork. Pull the right knee in towards the chest. Open it back up, goddess. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Turn to face the front. Let's do our stork. Place that foot down. Let's land in our chair and continue sitting all the way down. Use your hands on blocks if you need to. We're coming all the way down onto our seat through a deep, deep squat. And once we land on our sit bones, lift up through the legs into a Navasana boat pose. Feet can stay down if you need to. From here, let's do some little toe taps. Drop one side and then the other, just alternating. Keep the sternum lifting forward. Let's do 5 more. 4, 3, 2, last one. Cross the ankles, place the hands down in front of you, step the feet back. We're in our plank. You can either lift up to down dog or add in a vinyasa. This is a power class, so if you're feeling the vinyasas, take them now. Exhale back to down dog. Take an inhale. Exhale out through the mouth. And let's do that on the left side. So lift left leg up, bend the knee. 2 big hip circles each direction. Once you've done both, let's bring that left knee in towards the chest. Plant the left foot. Come into your Anjaneyasana. So we're down on the right knee. Slide a blanket underneath there if you need some extra support. Let's pull it back towards more of like a 90-90. Forward for Anjaneya. Elbows come down. Open the chest. Pulse here on your own breath. Inhaling. Exhaling. Working to open up the front of that right hip. One more round. Next time you come into that Anjaneyasana, reach your arms back up, palms face towards one another, curl your back toes underneath, press up, hug those inner thighs in towards one another, land in your high crescent lunge. Take a full breath. If you need a little bend in that back knee, that's all good. Exhale, left hand to left hip, reach that right arm over towards the left, maybe back slightly. Exalted crescent. Inhale, arms back up overhead. Exhale, hands through heart center. Shift your weight forward over that left leg. Right foot steps forward with left. Same chair flow. We'll just be stepping to the right now. So 5 pulses. Ground down through the left foot. Right knee comes in towards the chest. Stork. Open it out to the side. Goddess facing the right. 5 pulses. Turn to face the back of the mat. Press down through the right foot. Pull the left knee in towards the chest. Stork. Plant that left foot, sit your seat down. 5 pulses. Ground down through the right foot. Pull, feel those glutes working. Left knee in. Open it towards goddess. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Turn to face the front. Ground down through the left foot. Pull, this helps me. Pull the right knee in towards the chest. Place it down. 5 pulses in chair. Let's do one more round. Step it up into stork. Right knee pulls in. Open it out to the side. 5 in goddess. Face the back of the mat. Lift the left knee. Place it down. 5 pulses in chair. Ground on through the right foot. Pull that left knee in. Open it up, goddess, facing the right side of your mat. Last step to the front into our stork. Place the right foot down. Let's sit back down into our chair. Deep squat again, all the way down onto the mat. If you need to use your hands, try to take it slow. Come down onto those sit bones. Lift up through the legs. Pull the knees in towards the chest. Lift the chest up, Navasana. Let's hold it here for 10,
Maybe straighten the legs. 9, 8, 7, I'm shaking. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Cross those ankles. Step it back to your plank. Vinyasa here, or downward facing dog. Big breath in through the nose, let it go through the mouth. Let's inhale, shift forward to a plank. And in our plank, let's do some bear walks. So we'll walk the right foot in about halfway, keep the knee hovering, left foot steps in. Left foot goes back, right foot. Alternate sides. Left, right, right, left, back to right, right, left, left, right. I will not call this out. Just do a few more rounds on your own breath. You can speed it up if you want. Keep pressing down through your hands. Keep pulling that belly button in towards the spine. If you forget what side you're on, I think I just did, and you messed it up, it's all good. Let's go to each side one more time. And then lift those hips up, down, dog. Big breath in, big breath out. Let's inhale, lift the right leg up, bend the knee, open up through that hip. And then let's bring the right knee in towards the nose, plant that right foot, cartwheel all the way up to a reverse warrior. Stretch the right side. Let's inhale, come up, warrior 2. Exhale, shift back towards the Skandasana on the left. So you'll turn your left toes out slightly, come onto the right heel. This can be as high or as low as you would like. Press it back up, warrior 2. Few flows here, back and forth, Skandasana to warrior 2. Skandasana, warrior 2. Let's do one more Skandasana. Back up to warrior 2. Let's come for triangle. So straighten that front leg. Heel toe the back foot in slightly if you know you need to. Let's hinge at that hip. Reach, reach, reach with the right arm. Right hand comes down to block shin the mat. Left arm opens up overhead. Work to get a long line up the side of your body. Breathe. Let's reach the left arm up and overhead. Press down through your feet, really root. See if you can reach the right arm up overhead, and then see if you can inhale, lift it all back up. Almost like you're holding onto a big beach ball. We'll reach the hands back behind us. Keep that right leg straight, and then reach forward. So we're doing like little oblique reaches here with this imaginary beach ball coming towards triangle and reverse warrior. And triangle and reverse warrior. Next time we come for triangle, let's bend the right knee, cartwheel all the way down, come onto the back toes, plant your hands down, and then let's lift this right leg up, three-legged dog. Let's come forward, exhale, right knee towards right elbow, give it a tap, back to three-legged dog. Bring right knee towards left elbow, plant that right foot through onto the left side, open up into a fallen triangle. Big breath in. Let's come back to face forward. So we'll place the left hand down. We'll step that right leg back into our downward facing dog. And then let's come forward for plank. Lower the right forearm down. Lower the left forearm down, forearm plank. Take some hip dips here. So shift to the outer edge of the right foot, inner edge of the left foot, drop the right hip down, come back towards center, shift to the left side. Once again, on your own breath, just side to side here. Keep pressing down through your forearms, reach the sternum forward. Keep pulling in through the core. Let's go to each side one more time. And then exhale, lower it down onto your belly. We're in like a sphinx here. Press down into the tops of your feet. Full breath. Exhale, lower the chest down. Bring your hands wide on either side of the mat. A few little serpent cobras here, lifting the chest on the inhale, exhaling it down. Squeeze through the glutes, hug in through that corset transverse abdominis muscle. We'll lower it back down. Place your hands underneath your shoulders. Option here to either come back up onto hands and knees and lift a down dog. If you're feeling a challenge, curl your toes underneath. See if you can press up through chaturanga. Up to plank, lift the hips up, down dog. Big breath in, Big breath out. Inhale, lift that left leg up, bend the knee, open the hip. Let's exhale, left knee in towards the nose. Plant that foot, cartwheel up, reverse warrior on the left. Full breath here, stretching up through the left side. Inhale, forward warrior 2. Reach your arms out in opposite directions. Exhale, shift back for Skandasana, back of the mat. So turn your right toes out, come onto the left heel. Flow here through your warrior 2 and your Skandasana. These don't have to be super low or exaggerated. Make sure if you're going down, you can get yourself back up. Let's do one more. When you land in your warrior 2, straighten that front leg. Heel toe your back foot in for triangle. Hinge at that left hip. Reach, reach, reach. Exhale, left hand down, block shin, the mat. Right arm reaches up, triangle. Full breath. Here comes our oblique challenge. So right arm reaches up and over. Maybe left arm. Pull all the way up with that big beach ball. Reach it back towards a reverse warrior, and then let's flow like we're going not all the way, but towards a triangle and a reverse warrior. Let's do 2 more. Feeling the obliques. And then on that next one, let's cartwheel it down, spin onto your back toes, frame that front foot. Let's lift that left leg up, 3-legged dog. Exhale, left knee, left elbow tap. Inhale it back up. Exhale, left knee, right elbow tap. Plant that left foot through. Open up, fallen triangle. Full breath here. Let's turn it back forward. Plant that left foot. Let's inhale forward for plank. Lower down onto those forearms. This time take the left forearm down, then the right. Let's start going to the left first in our hip dip. So we've got left, center, right, center, left, center, right. On your own breath, let's do 3 more to each side. 2. We've got this. Repeat that I am statement. Back to center, lower on the belly, Sphinx. Pull the chest forward, draw the shoulder blades towards one another. Exhale, lower that chest down, arms wide, tented fingertips. Inhale up, serpent cobra. Squeeze through the glutes, press the tops of your feet into the mat. Few little pulses through there. Lower that chest down, bring the hands underneath the biceps, press up onto hands and knees, or take that little challenge through a chaturanga plank into downward facing dog. Big breath in. Big breath out. Any little wiggles here. Let's come on to hands and knees. Lower onto knees. Just go ahead and cross your ankles. Come down onto your seat. Reach your feet out in front of you. It's time for a few little stretches. I'm feeling the heat. Stretch your feet out in front of you. Let's bend the right knee, come onto the right sole of the foot, and we'll take a Marichiasana twist. So keep that left leg active, toes pointing up towards the ceiling. First things first, inhale, get a long spine. Reach your right arm up overhead. On your exhale, reach your sternum towards the right side of the room. Place your right hand behind you, and you can hug that right knee in with your left arm. But make sure you're using those obliques to help you twist and not the arms. Breathe in, breathe out. One more breath. Next inhale, come back to center. Let's simply switch sides. Reach the right leg long, hug in that left leg, come onto the left sole of the foot. Ground down through the sit bones, reach the crown of your head all the way up towards the ceiling. Left arm comes up, exhale. First turn with no hands. That's always the challenge for me. No hands, reaching your sternum forward. Place those left fingertips behind you, then maybe hug in that leg. Maybe let go for a second. See if you fly back. That means you're using your arms. Probably a little bit too much. You can gaze over that back shoulder. Last big breath. Inhale, come back to center. Let's reach both legs long. Scoot your seat towards the center of the mat. Roll it on down, one vertebrae at a time, onto your back. Once you land there, you can hug in your knees, give them a couple circles each direction. And then plant your feet down on the mat, parallel, about hips distance apart. Have about a hand's distance between your heels and your hips. Palms can press down by your sides. Let's do a few easy bridge roll-ups. Press down through the feet. Start to tuck the pelvis, squeeze the glutes. Lift it up one vertebrae at a time. And once you reach the top, exhale, lower it right back down the way you came. Do 2 more. Inhaling it up, squeezing the backside to feel a little stretch up the front. Exhale it down. We worked those hip flexors on those storks, pulling that leg forward. Exhale it down. Let's bring both knees in towards the chest. Just drop them both over towards the right. Maybe take my little shimmy where you press down through your feet. Tuck that right hip underneath. Work to stack your hips. Left arm up and overhead. Open it out to the side. Pause here in a spinal twist. Maybe revisit that mantra or that I am statement from the beginning of class. See if you feel a little bit closer to whatever word you chose. Let's inhale it back up to center. Switch sides. Knees go towards the left. Maybe shimmy. Come on to that left outer hip. Reach your right arm up and over. Open it out to the side. Scoot your left ribs towards the left to help get that right shoulder blade down just a little bit further. Deep, full breaths here. Let's inhale it back up to center. Hug those knees in. Take a happy baby here. So feet grabbing ankles, outer edges of the feet, yogi toe lock, whatever's your choice. Draw those knees down towards the armpits. Relax through the neck and shoulders. Relax through the sacrum and the low back. Add in those rocks side to side if that feels good. One more full breath in and out here. And then release your feet. Reach them right up overhead, almost like a legs up the wall without the wall. Last little work here. Let's go ahead and place our arms out to the sides like a Shavasana here in the upper body. Palms can face up. And then on your exhale, start to lower the legs down towards the mat. And once you start to notice your lower back coming up off the floor, separate those legs, place them towards opposite corners of the mat in your Shavasana, allowing them just to naturally splay open. Get some length up through the back of your neck. Close down your eyes. Relax from your feet all the way up through the crown of your head. Relaxing hips and shoulders, your jaw, your fingertips. Here in your final resting pose, repeat your I am statement one more time to yourself. And then allow yourself as much time as you have here in your final resting pose today. Thank you so much for joining me.